This is the official Mega Random 2v2v2v2 Age 4 Round 1 game for 2022, and we have Team 1, Klopp in teal playing as the English, and David M1A2 in blue, classic blue, playing as the classic French. Nothing crazy going on here, sticking with what he knows. In the, what is this? The next team over, the Tough Toast, neighboring David in orange, playing as the French as well. Very interesting mirror stuff going on there. And his teammate, Swilly, playing in the pink as the English. Some just sticking safe, these guys. We have in the next team, I think She the Distance may have played Random Civ. Not totally sure. But she is playing in yellow as the Chinese. Not something that you see every day. Brief reminder, if you play HRE, you are a cuck. Well, I can't speak to whether I agree or disagree on that one, but we'll just, we'll leave it in the VOD. There you go. Thank you, Lone Cub. And She the Distance teammate, playing in the green as the Green Roos Squeaky G. Signature Civ for this guy. Not Civ you see every day, but he loves it. Next team and last team on the far east, we have here Namcap in the purple, playing as his favorite English Civ. And Controversy, of course, last but not least, in red as the Holy Roman Empire, HRE. Right next to this, oh my gosh. Age 4, you feeling all right? Would you look at that? Okay, playable, but very odd. Cliffs, broken map here. That's Mega Random. That's what you get for playing Mega Random here. Controversy going to be right next to that water. This team has a bit of an advantage when it comes to the food res, just for that reason alone. If they scout that out, they'll be able to get fishing ships out there very quickly. Alright, I just need to figure out the hotkey to switch between things here. I'm going to go into the menus very quickly because I need to do a couple of things. Screen edge panning off, and if I can check the controls very fast. View next player, control arrow, okay. And that's it, alright. Cool. And we're back. So, I'm just like not going to use that. You can just cycle. So I'll use the drop down menu only. But we have our players in. This is Mega Random. These teams look completely stacked and broken with David M1A2 and Klopp on the same team, seeds 1 and 2, and then seeds 3 and 4 like on the next team or something, like the two strongest players on the next team probably. A little bit of an odd situation we find ourselves in, but that is because we randomed the teams with a random online wheel, and this is just what we ended up with. So hey, that's a dynamic the players in the game are gonna have to deal with, and yeah, that's just how we have to move forward. I think this might be a bit of a 6v2 if they play their cards right, or if David if David and Klopp play their cards wrong. Right now, let's see if I arrow around here. Boom. Okay, so we can see, at least if I do this, we just cycle all of the players' res on the bottom left. Swilly just about to hit that feudal age resource count. David already there. Controversy not really doing it. He may be building it already. Yeah. There's the Aachen Chapel. Pretty good spot for it. Right on the berries. I think you reach that. Very solid stuff. Maybe here for the stone as well, but you can't get everything that you want in life. So that's a really good solid Aachen Chapel. Really good Aachen Chapel. There we go. Squeaky G over here doing his thing. Got that golden gate. You always want the golden gate as the roost, especially in a long-term game like this. This is actually fairly wallable, fairly defensible for both sides of the space here, Namcap and Squeaky. Just some wolves, just some scouting. So let's check the scouting for these players on Age 4. Vision is team vision by default, of course. so they can see what they're all doing. So I'll just skip between the teams as Auchenchapel finishes, and Controversy is the first one up to Feudal Age. We've got David and Klopp vision here. Very solid scouting of basically half the map. She the Distance and Squeaky G. Clearing things out, going straight up north. All these players are in their separate voice channels, by the way, so they can be communicating to each other. And I think our last team, Swilly and the Tough Toast. Get that vision. They're about to get an eye on what's going on. Swilly actually pretty quick to the Feudal Age. I think he's definitely got something going on here. He might be able to be a gamer tonight. Namcap as well. Looks like we got Council Hall. We got Council Hall. Let's check all of our players' landmarks once they all hit Feudal. Klopp taking his time with this Council Hall. Let me see. What are these resources looking like for this guy? And the villager count as well. I'm curious. I'm very curious. As the Seed 1, I'm surprised to see it taking this long. 25 villagers. I think this is just... okay, no, he's going on to stone. He's already taken quite a bit of stone. And the gold just enough to get up to the next age, it looks like. So I guess just in slow Dark Age into quick second town center is going to be the best guess there. And we have some very aggressive... Well, no, it's just Namcap walling in to assist his ally. Really what they want to do here, as we get a couple of taps from Swilly, this villager goes down to he loses 10 health there. Not bad, not bad. We're still waiting for She the Distance to hit that Feudal Age timing, and then we'll check the landmarks for everybody. We'll see. It might be a little while though. 0 gold in the bank for her. I think she got she's been building Imperial Officials that cost 50 gold. They're in the queue right now. So it's going to take a while there. Let's just move on. I'll move on and move upward. School of Cavalry for the Tough Toast. So he knows the meta, I think, or is making the right lucky choices there. We have a Council Hall for the English on pink. Golden Gate. Love that. Another Council Hall. Auchenchapel on red. Another Council Hall for teal. And, of course... I gotta get a quick rotate on this one. What the hell? Give it a follow. What's going on here? Chamber of Commerce for our most storied French player, Seed 2, David M1A2. I mean, definitely you can trade here, and I think he's confident enough to make that, you know, take that risk. Gonna be able to get some stables down anyways. So, hey, you know what? It might be a bit of a meme. It might be a power play for future, for the future of the game. We'll see if we see Klopp building any traders up here, or maybe he'll just go straight for the middle. By the way, this is insanely resource-rich area down here, right in the middle next to this water. So whoever controls this will have a very strong lead, very strong advantage in the game. So yeah, Chamber of Commerce. That whistling noise sounds like a nice, happy, drunk cat calling someone down by the bar. Funny story. You're talking about the music? This is the English music, I think, the English soundtrack. See if we can get the Chinese soundtrack going. I don't know how the music chooses, but maybe it'll switch to that in a little bit. I don't know. Pog. Go Swilly, Pog. Yeah, hey, you know what? Alright, the Tough Toast going for the Stonewall and Feudal Age strategy. Huge stuff. She the Distance, not hitting that Feudal Age just yet. Gonna need to pick up the pace if she wants to get another wonder victory. But what can you do? The mountains up here being walled off. I don't think there's any way through here. Spencer, sorry, Klopp, checking all these for any holes, but not today, not today. I think it might be easier to find holes in Age 2, to be honest. We have some Royal Knights for Orange. Now, I would love to see these guys going aggressive, going on the offense, trying to find holes, trying to poke into their enemy, get kills, but he's just given our blue player time to go Chamber of Commerce and still have enough knights to fight that off. So there we go. She the distance now with enough villagers or enough resources to go to the feudal age, and there's the defensive Barbican. Okay, I don't hate this. This is okay. Maybe I would like to see a TC here, but you do need to build your Barbican somewhere, so might as well be there. The vision for that, yeah, you know, maybe I would have liked it a little bit more out here in the choke point somewhere, just to be more of an active part of the game as the Barbican instead of just sitting there. But at least it will prevent any raids in the home base for the time being, and she's definitely going to need that. It'll protect both of those. Solid choice. I'm nitpicking the Barbican for no reason. Golden Gate placement doesn't really matter. Engagements so far, I think we have some knights. Counter aggression here from the knights. Controversy with that 10-minute Castle Age classic HRE play. Going for the Regnitz. Can you do a brief rundown of the teams? Yeah, we'll check up on the teams again real quick. We have the first team here, Klopp1324 in teal playing the English, and David M182 in blue playing his French. Really kind of insane teams in this game, but they were randomly picked, so we can't complain, and diplomacy is absolutely an option. Next over, we have the Tough Toast in orange. That's Aloysian for those of us who are AOE2 fans as well, and Swilly in pink playing the French and English respectively. Very interesting. Two French-English teams next to each other. Next on the rotation, She the Distance in yellow playing Chinese. And Squeaky G in green playing as the Rus. And the last one around, Council Hall, it's Namcap in purple with the English. And, of course, Controversy in red with the HRE pick. So, two English Rus or English French teams, and oh man, I think the Tough Toast might have a problem here. He's really getting pressured early. He's got plenty of knights out actually, defending this this hunt. I love to see him taking the hunt. The Tough Toast, a competent Age of Empires 2 player, great Age 3 player, hasn't really been able to show his colors in Age 4, but it was also his very first and second games last time, so. That's Squeaky G about to hit Castle Age. Let's see which landmark he goes for here. Also with the second TC. Lurk, Hawk Boss. Thank you for the sub, my guy. Just saw that. Incredible stuff. That's just a straight up sub for second month in a row, I think, right? Yeah, amazing. Love to see it. She the Distance on 1 TC. Okay. Oh, we've got a Age 3 landmark, and it's gonna be the High Trade House for Squeaky G. Honestly, I think I would have gone the other one here, since you are up fairly early, and there are plenty of relics nearby for you to snipe. But I guess I understand it with the HRE player picking the Regnitz and saying he was going to take all the relics before the game, and then being up so much earlier than everybody else. It's been like a full 3 minutes he's been in Castle Age, so that's fair. And I think, I mean, it's kind of a rough map for a high trade house. Maybe here would have been good, but that's pretty far forward. So we'll see how much gold that generates. Second TC for Namcap right next to the first TC. That's a strategy we see sometimes, and it's definitely fine. It's definitely workable. All you really need out of that second town center, especially in a game like this, where there's not really map control to be had. You've already walled off and everything. And you have solid choke points. This team actually has great choke points, especially for Namcap here. All you really need out of that is more villager production, so. Alright, our HRE player going for just that one base play. Klopp, triple town center, most in the game. Incredible stuff. Swilly reaching Castle Age. Castle Rush from Swilly right here. The English Castle Rush, amazing. And I assume that David going for 2 TC feudal kind of all-in knight situation with those 4 stables already. Incredible. And the blacksmith research is already in for a lot of that stuff. Actually, honestly, the Tough Toast doing pretty well in this matchup right now. Like, David not really able to do too much. We've got some archers from Swilly to support as well. Not really going to do much against the knights, but they're there. It's a show of support. Let me see the villager count for these guys. The Tough Toast right now, 41 eco. He's on 1 town center, to keep that in mind. 77 for David M182. Let's check like another 1 TC, for example, Contra. 45. So honestly, I don't think the Tough Toast has lost too many units here. He's doing pretty well for himself, all things considered. I think the macro with the 2 town center from blue is going to be a problem for him later if he needs to continue supporting that. But Contra will have a very strong man-at-arms push. I think Klopp will be able to hold it off for that team, but we'll see. David sticking with the 1 control group knight strat right now. Looks like not splitting that off to do any raiding or anything. And okay, no, there are 2 groups of knights here, but She the Distance still working on that eco. That's very much a low elo mining camp, going for that efficiency. Really, you just want to put one here when you get down to it, but hey, that's fine. Arf arf. Alright, taking a look back down at this map here. 105 gold. Yeah, that's quite a bad high trade house, all things considered. But he's going for the pro scouts. If we know one thing about Squeaky G, he loves the drive-through strategy. Be it Rams, be it pro scouts sniping all your deer. This is really the only action we're seeing, and it's looking a little rough for our orange player. He's lost a few knights here to 1. It looks like 2 to 1. And now building the barracks. Now, he looks like... Okay, he knows what the hard counter is. He's going to have to switch into Spearman. Here's the 3rd age from David. The Guild Hall. I'm surprised to see no trade. Okay, alright. I just said it. He just had them queued up now. Trade now coming out. Klopp with just vision on all of the relics, by the way. Love that. Trying to deny them from Controversy. Controversy and Namcap, of course, the 2nd favorite team here, so... Wouldn't be surprised to see them pull out a victory if they can rally the troops against our northern blue shade team here. Oh, Namcap is the fantastic player this time. Incredible. Good stuff, Argers. Keep it up. Whoa. We've got Klopp reaching the Castle Age. What building has he chosen to go for? Okay. I didn't expect that. I think these players might be just choosing off landmarks because they're confident in their gameplay, but the Guild Hall doesn't really, or the Council Hall doesn't really support that. Guild Hall's a pretty good choice in a game like this anyways, but the White Tower on a rear hill like that, very weird decision there. Very, very sus decision, dare I say. Controversy now about to go Imperial. Let's see what he chooses to go for. 3 relics only right now, 4 in the bank. Can we get a relic count? Is that a thing on this? No. No, it is not. Okay. Well, we just have to eyeball it then, and I think I'm seeing 4. Would have liked to see more, but hey, he's working on it. Maybe only 3? Okay. And Squeaky G with the Roos Knights out here, gonna be clearing the way for Controversy to take those relics. Okay. Got those prelates moving out to inspire the gold miners. We got some standing army back at home for Namcap. Let's switch the POV for a little while. Let's go to I don't want Tough the Toast because he's just going to be getting attacked constantly. Let's go Namcap, and it's a defensive White Tower. Is there something about this building that I'm not knowing? Like, that I'm not being told? Like, I guess it works as a production facility for Siege. Arduous is salty, and I don't think this guy was able to pick up the relic, but Contra trying to go for the... Wait, somebody took it. Did he take it? Stonewall's coming in from actually David. Okay, our northern team is fully walling themselves off right now. Who took that relic? Enemy destroyed the Tough Toast's landmark. We haven't checked in here for a while, and it's looked like it's going to be a full L for the Tough Toast for right now, as all villagers go down. You hate to switch their perspective, but there it is. 1,800 wood, and he just got fully rushed. There's not much he could do about it from our blue player. Now this will, I think, rally the troops against blue and teal. We'll see. Trade actually going for the safe option here. Just across the top side for those players. These two, I'm worried. I'm worried the unity's not there from the other 5 players. I skipped the whole battle because I knew what was gonna happen, and I didn't want to I didn't want to be depressed. Swilly going for the kite is okay. He's not shooting at the right unit here, but it's okay. There we go. The true league plays coming in, and he's circling around. Okay. All right. I like what I see here, but the macro was definitely there for the blue player, for David, and it's real concerning now for those other teams. David Klopp here with as our game slows down to a crawl for a minute. Spearman to counter Squeaky G's Knights. Squeaky G surprisingly active in this game so far. He's all the way down here, has a fairly passive player on his other side, and everybody knows who they need to take care of. Look at all these knights. That's a lot of French knights. Okay, we have a 4th relic now for our HRE player, of course, with Regnitz Cathedral. Relics generate plus 100 gold, so that's going to be a lot of gold for these guys. And all the buildings that they're put in get bonuses as well. Expect to see Controversy's gold jump up fast. Namcap floating 5k gold right now. Let's take a look at these resources actually. Swilly, 3,600 food. And 3,400 gold. Could be doing a lot more, I think. Also going for the White Tower. Why is everybody picking the White Tower at their home base right now? That's crazy. I mean, maybe it's the best of bad options. I don't know. Okay, the Tough Toast not giving up yet. He's not out of it yet. And in a game like this, anything could happen, right? So he's got another TC down here. And we'll see if we get any kind of push from any other players. Any more action in the game at all. Besides one player getting absolutely nuked from orbit. Just a few spears. I mean, Namcap is going to want to go to Imperial, get those enclosures, and then just boom up until he's at 200 pop before doing anything else. If he's allowed to, that's definitely the choice for him. We got a conversion going on. Where is it? Where is it? There we go. And he gets it. One archer converted for Controversy. Okay, that's a HRE longbowman. You heard it here first. Garrison in that tower means it's gonna die, and I don't think he really cares to keep it alive either. He's really all about that relic, which he's gonna secure. Oh, never mind. Never mind. We get a Fog of War in here. Oh. Looks like your conversion is spent. One hit, and that relic goes down. Just some towers for Teal right now. Everybody booming up. Just getting themselves confident with their civ. Imperial Academy on the front for She the Distance. Astronomical Clock Tower in the back. Good spot for that one. This one could be in a good spot if you get those production buildings around it. Imperial Academy. There's a lot of these for the Chinese. So Imperial Academy, buildings with influence generate plus 100% gold in taxes. And that also includes production buildings whenever they produce something. So yeah, as long as they're in the range of that, anything is going to be giving out hella gold. I think Squeaky G doing really well, being unpressured so far, is just making his choices. And we have a Ram Ranch, and it's going to be against purple. All right, looks like these players not content to just unify against one dangerous enemy. They're just going to be infighting amongst each other. She the Distance will just sit here until she's poked, I think, or until she reaches 100 pop, which is totally understandable. But Squeaky G probably is making a big mistake right now. If I had to give my 2 cents, I don't think the Ram Ranch against Namcap is going to go too well, unless he times it perfectly with a push against Klopp, or with Klopp pushing in on red. If both of these players are pressured at the same time, great. If not, it's going to be a 2v1 and Squeaky's going to lose. That's a lot of Rams though, and it could do some damage. Ram Ranch from Unzone. There it is. There it is. How many relics for our HRE player now? 1, 2, 3, 4 still, I think. Oof, that's rough. I mean, that's pretty good for a regular game. So, you know, you can't complain with 4 relics. Could have got more in a super big map like this, but what are you going to do? He tried. He's been trying. Dead boar right there for no reason. Okay, cool, cool. Couple of dead deer. Sure, why not? We have a Roost player who's not really killing any. Has he been killing the deers? Maybe that's what that was. Maybe that was a Roost bounty grab. What does he see on the map right now? I'm curious. Whenever I'm roosting a game like this, it's like a field day because you get to like kill every single deer on the map and get 1,000,000 bounty. just passing villagers moving straight to the middle. That's got to be a little bit concerning. What are they going to do? A Hulk from red just to keep eyes on these markets, make sure nobody's trading with them. And this is going to be a sacred site play with the red palace. Very strong play from our blue player. There are, I mean, 3 sacred sites on the map, and they're all right here in this triangle. Red palace going to be able to deny at least 2 of them, and it's one of the strongest keeps in the game. You can replay it with wood as well, so great stuff. Squeaky G with 1 scout attacking the villagers. Just a little mini fight down there. And how's this going? Defensive wall from Swilly. We'll see. It might go up. It might go up. I would love to see it. David not getting those towers is going to give him enough vision to deny any walls. Swilly facing some pressure now with the elite spearman. Alright, listen. We're going unfiltered. Okay, NVIDIA broadcast is causing some problems. The frames have recovered and my microphone now sounds like trash, but it's fine. We're going to have some background noise. We'll figure it out later. Right now, this game is really speeding up. We got 1,000,000 rams, 22 rams in fact to be precise here. Nobody fishing. By the way, might I mention, nobody is fishing in this game. Okay, there's a few for the Roost player. That's kind of insane to me. This is a very rich water source. This is, of course, still here, just still hanging out. And look at this trade. I don't see any way that these players lose now with this much trade. Can we see if I got to switch to their POV? 76 active traders for Klopp1324. Bringing in a cool, calm, and collected 196 gold each. And David, 75 traders with an easy 255 since he took this Chamber of Commerce. Is going to be boosting up that trade income. Big army, combined army here. They're, I think, just going to take the sacred sites and just win. That's my guess right now, based on the strength of these teams. Based on the infighting of these teams. Squeaky G has no army to support these rams, so they are all just going to die. We'll keep an eye on it, though. Yeah, everything seems to be running smoothly now. We just have some background noise. It is what it is. Can't wait to listen to this in the recording and be just frustrated with NVIDIA. But it is what it is. Knights, elite knights into spears, longbows. Micro possible, but difficult. Rams, that's a lot of wood. Just dying for 1 gate. Now Namcap, I think he probably saw the rams coming in, being built even. Gonna be able to just stand there again and wall back up. Okay. Beautiful lumber camps. Wow, there's just no end to trouble today with the tech issues and everything else. Love that. Windguard Palace up here with the long... Wait, is this? This is the Windguard Rangers. Oh, you don't see that every day. We got the Elsbach. Everything, nothing too new here. See the distance. Getting a few clock tower trebs up. Actually making it to Imperial Age as well. Okay. Gotta respect it. Let's check that villager count for She the Distance. It's 79 out of 125 out of 160, so not bad. David moving those traders even further away to an even more lucrative site. 544 gold per trade now. Okay. All right. I think maybe the Chamber of Commerce was the right play after all, as we have players infighting. We have a pink attack on yellow now for no reason. It's gonna lose because She the Distance is prepared for this. I guess we'll just have to accept any kind of action we get and just be okay with who wins this game, because we already know who it's gonna be at this point. But right now, exciting stuff to see here. She the Distance and Squeaky G a little bit under pressure right now in this game. And I think this was Squeaky G's attempt to get this resource, be it stone or gold, just pushed back. Or Swilly's attempt, sorry. Squeaky G always picks pink, so I was confused. Squeaky G now going for another Ram Ranch push. It didn't work last time. Maybe it'll work this time. As Namcap double walls. They need to assemble or they will never beat Thanos. That's right. This right now is feeling like that scene in the Avengers where they got him in the like random wasteland and Peter Quill just can't pull the trigger and it all goes downhill from there. If you're a true Marvel head, you'll know what I'm talking about. Still with this white tower, what is Klopp doing in this game besides trading? He's trebbing the middle, that's what. He's going up against Controversy. What is Controversy's unit comp right now? Well, it's, can I select all these? 54 Man-at-Arms, 27 Lance Connect. That's exactly what you want as HRE, but what's he up against? Not too many, but there's a lot of hand cannons. What happened here? I think that was a delete from Klopp. There's no other explanation. Is he pop capped? Yes. So he's focusing on other areas, I think, that may have been accidental. Or maybe he's just trying to give his enemies a fighting chance. Ram Ranch. That's exactly right. Let's check out the Ram Ranch. How's it going? I think he's keeping it out of vision this time from Namcap, so it's going to be a little bit more of a surprise. Oh, only just. And immediately denied with the trip. Amazing. Looks like Namcap's a little bit sure he's fought off the enemy on this side. Gonna move his army up. Contra under pressure against a much more dangerous foe. Teal. David completely taking control of the middle. And looks like we've lost a stone or a gold mine back here for purple. Running out of resources on the map is going to become a central point of friction is where the remaining mines are. So we have Swilly and Squeaky G both taking the same gold at the same time. 18 naked elite spearmen near the walls at Ram Ranch. I like that. I like that a lot. Squeaky G's doing like a ram only challenge right now. As we have, okay, horsemen are a good call here, but there aren't enough of them. Oh man, those are some upgraded elite longbows. Glad you like that, Oz. We got more engagements here. I think the French are going to win this fight, especially with the crossbows. What are the numbers looking like? 23 to 28 in favor of the French player, I think. I don't know. Squeaky G. Yeah, definitely the at least upgrade diff here. Is David now in age 4? What was the landmark that he aged up with here? Oh yeah, I remember. The Red Palace right in the middle of these sacred sites, which they haven't taken yet, I think. Okay. Keeps now on this third sacred site and more keeps as well. I think they just want to give these players a fighting chance. They're not ready to take the sacred sites and win by sacred victory just yet. 33k gold. 42k gold. Okay, yeah, I mean, it's this trade. Like how many traders does he have now? It's ridiculous. It's just free. He killed the enemy in this corner just so he could trade. 76 traders, all bringing in 544 gold each. You're not going to be able to spend that in 10 games, let alone one. Now, these two players doing a combined push against Klopp might have a chance, but there's no siege here, and Klopp is going to play it smart. The Randys, the Revolvaquins, are out. Let's see if they get any kills. Come on, come on. Okay, firing away, taking out, and we don't actually have a double push here. We have purple just standing still. Also, purple, pretty good comp into this actually, yeah. Trade now coming in for these players, but it's a measly 90 gold, 88 gold. I think this team is the strongest besides our main characters, but I don't know if they're going to be able to pull this together. Blue and teal just have such an insane lead at this point. It's going to be a work of mighty. It's going to take a lot of work. On zone, he's the second highest bits leader of all time. Incredible stuff. See the distance, taking things at her own speed, just walling up a little bit of base here, mining out that gold. This is the kind of gameplay I'm here for. Spirit Way in the back, universities, researching everything, biology. We got a couple of clock tower nested bees. No other siege buildings out. We don't need them. We don't need them. Let's check in on the tough toast as battles begin to rage across the map. One ram out for purple. They just don't have any siege. They need one cannon, and this all goes downhill for soy sauce. Or for Klopp. Sorry. Soy sauce is not in this game. He bailed. He's playing League. And I just wanted to say that. More keeps. Just completely locking down this win condition. At the very least, preventing anyone else from taking it. And Klopp just able to hold off against 2 players here. Here comes the cannon from the Bombard. 2 Bombards even. 2 Trebs from Namcap, waiting for those reinforcements. And more barracks getting built for our HRE player. Ram Ranch post-stream chill. Okay, sure, we can pull that. I'd have to, hang on. I have to create it and then you'll see. I thought you were a Twitch aficionado, Lone Cub. As we just completely AFK in the game for a little bit. Alright, allow additional votes. 100 channel points per vote. Start poll. There you go. Poll is up for the next 3 minutes. Very, very important data point to gather there from Unzone. Ram Ranch post-stream chill. What are your thoughts? She the distance. No, Swilly. Sorry, Swilly could prove to be a bit of a danger here, but we'll see what happens. These players still confident enough not to capture the sacred sites for now. We are 40 minutes into the game. As we have random cannons. Okay. Controversy has shown in the past his ability to hold off against the Klopp 1324 push, but or at least to evenly match the combat abilities there. We'll see if we get the support from Namcap. This could go sour for Teal, even though he does at this point have basically infinite resources. That's at 761 wood only. But 10k gold, 44k gold for David. I think he's going to hit the hard cap, which is 99k. Okay, computer. Alright, I don't know what the Twitch moderation rules are, but I'm down to let it slide. You guys are pushing the envelope. It's not my choice. So it goes above my head. We just have these hand cannoneers with extreme bonuses. I think this +7 does include the height bonus. It's so loud, too. I'm shouting into the mic right now. They're just firing down on these guys. You really need to wait, hold off on this fight until you take down the tower, or the walls, because that's insane. They're not getting killed because they have defensive bonuses. +3, I think, from the wall. Like, you're just losing to a giant hail of bullets from the walls. Never seen wall combat like that before. Swilly moving south? I think he just wants to kill one player before he's out of the game. That's insane. These players are making insane choices in the heat of battle. But hey, you know what? I'm not there. I'm just watching. I got God vision. Who knows what they're in for. This is a just crazy fight now. Klopp proving totally the value of walls. As we have multiple large armies converging on the north. Okay, Swilly is going to move in on David. They still haven't taken the sacred sites, so it's really just feeling that you should be attacking someone at this point. They don't know that he has 53k gold. By the way, Namcap, not with... Okay, he is trading now. Just inherently getting 33,000 food, 10,000 wood. Please do something with your resources. Oh, man. Poll is about to end. If you haven't put in your input yet, definitely get that in there. Very important stuff. You can double vote. You can triple vote. Put in as many channel points as you want to see your special choice win. Twitch with the clutch features. She the distance trading. Let's see the numbers. 110. Better than the trade for these players here. And we're going to have to switch off David because he's fighting and losing units, and it's driving me insane. Actually, okay, the longbows here are very rough. Will work well against the ranged comp from David, and the spears do need to be in there, though. David going to lose all these knights, but as you can hear from the sound effects, just continuously reinforcing them. And just hitting pop cap immediately again. Age 4 very good with the reinforcements mechanic. You just queue it up, it loads up, and then once your pop cap is free, it just instantly pops them out. So, all right, I think Swilly feels like he's made quite a bit of headway here. Had a little bit of an advantage, but how will the longbowmen fare against some mangonels? We will find out soon. On the other side of the map, this fight, yeah, this is generally what seems to happen with controversy versus Klopp fights. It just completely stalls out into one fighting, like one square of the map fighting forever and ever until somebody runs out of resources. That said, Namcap's still at 38k wood, or food, 11k gold. He just needs to make good use of it. And he's definitely getting production buildings up. I would like to see more, though. Swilly biting the bullet, attacking his enemy who took out his ally earlier, or nearly did. We'll see if the Tough Toast can contribute in a meaningful way later on as we go. Okay, the micro is there for David. He's going to be able to take out some Trevs, but Ram Ranch is here, and these players are finally cooperating. Blocked, reported, unsubbed, debauchery. Alright, well, let's check the results. Yes, and see you in the showers. Both won with 1 vote. Okay, well, I guess that's, we got plans for later then. Big Trebs, they are going to survive, being defended by our not quite dead orange player. Amazing stuff, and now these players are being double pushed, and it's honestly looking a little bit spicy for our teal and blue team. Even if they have infinite resources, the reinforcements are going to be what slows them down. We'll see if the other players can sustain, as green seems to be picking up the fight that pink has laid down. Cannon towers are here for teal, and the Rams are going to die. Most of them are on low half health. They'll take out a couple of castles. This red keep, this red palace is absolutely key, though. David is shook right now. Let's check his pop. 200 out of 200. I don't know if he's quite as shook as all that. Bear in mind, of course, that 76 of that pop is traitors. So, yeah, there you go. 27k food for that guy as well here. Controversy really struggling, actually. He's setting everything in, and it might work for the time being. Oh my gosh, okay, not really. He just has a ton of production buildings. Out of resources, controversy. Basically, completely out of res. But it's working right now against teal. These players might actually be able... Okay, no. Okay, alright. David able to pull everything back. Ram Ranch is once again fizzled out. And these Trebs are going down. I mean, they both know who the danger is here. If they want to win the game, they got to keep David and Klopp from winning the game. More stables coming down from David. He got a little bit shook there. He knows I'm going to need more production if I want to keep that population up. And they're actually... Okay, Team 1 is actually losing the fight here. Of course, Klopp loves to do some onion strategies, so he's going to have another wall to fall back on, and some very clutch mangonels. And here comes the meat grinder of death once again. But this time it's hand cannon. No, it was hand cannons last time too. But all of these units are just going to die so fast right now. Oh my gosh. We're going to need to see some siege from purple. We're going to need to move that up to this wall if we're going to have any chance. All right. Okay. These mangonels somehow have range. And they will take out all of these hand cannons given time. But the damage reduction is so high from being on the wall. Klopp gonna build some backup walls just in case. There go the hand cannons, but at what cost? Controversy has no resources left. He's spamming out spearmen. How does the fight go on this side? Pink trying again with more elite longbowmen. I think if you went only spears in this game, you would be better off. And here comes David. They are now that they've been pressured and starting to lose, going to take all the sacred sites and initiate that victory condition. Of course, the sacred tracker will just tell us, would you look at that, Klopp has taken 3 sacred sites. So there's no way for us to know how much time is left on that countdown, but it started at about 45 minutes. It is 15 minutes if I'm not completely mistaken. So roughly 1 hour should be the end of the game if it doesn't get decapped. Maybe a little bit after that. So, I mean, Swilly just leaning into the longbows, which is a good choice against the crossbows, but not against the knights, which are the backbone of the blue army. On the other side, our red and purple team are making headway, but they're taking heavy losses to do it. Actually going to be pushed back to, again, same exact square as before. And Contra is just bled dry right now for some reason. I think he lost so many units to those hand cannons. Squeaky G getting ready for another Ram Ranch push. With spears, I like this comp from Squeaky G. I just need to see the reinforcements streaming in. He has resources, not very much gold. But the most stone, as you might expect from a Roofs player with the Golden Gate at this point into the game. Also, this team, yeah, these two bottom teams not trading right now either. Let's take a look at the score, which is on the side here. If I can get us in... Oh my gosh, sorry. I'm like... that's a pretty good spot. Okay, Controversy, 12,000. David, 16,000. She the Distance, 9,000. 7,000 for Swilly. That's actually really interesting. I think Swilly has taken more losses, which reduces the score. The Tough Toast rushed early on, so lower score there. Klopp, 19k, second top. Actually, the most score there. David, a little bit lower than that. Namcap and Squeaky pretty evenly matched there. So I believe this game, if we have everybody who said they would play in this 2v2v2v2 situation actually play, that would mean that 2 players from this game get eliminated. And right now that is the Tough Toast and Swilly. So good luck to that team. They've earned it. They deserve it. He just likes hearing you say Ram Ranch. That's exactly right. But they're just going to get that. Okay, charge damage, and we've got boiling oil. Squeaky G just going for a Hail Mary with only Rams. And he does this every time, and it never works. But you do love to see it. Ram Ranch. Excuse me. Pardon me. That one came up a little bit unexpected there. It's going to get this castle, so maybe he considers the investment of like several hundred... well, I don't know. It's like several thousand wood for each ram a worthy investment. No, hang on. I'm wrong. I know I can do this. What is it? 500 wood for a ram? And that was like, I mean, that was like 10 rams. So, you know, 5k wood for a castle that costs 800 stone. Hey, at least he's killing the castles. And Controversy still... Okay, he's building all spearmen now, because that's all that he has. But they're making headway here. I would love to see a push south, but Klopp keeping the pressure on north and just using this altitude advantage so effectively, constantly throughout this game, firing from such an advantageous position with these hand cannoneers, able to push everything back, and it's a terrible unit matchup for red and pink right now, or red and purple. On the other side, sort of stalled out a little bit. David moving forward, probably trying to prevent the next Ram Ranch from coming in. Actually, it might just be a patrol. We'll see. Okay, he's just going to sit still for now. 51 minutes, again, roughly an hour is when this Sacred Site timer will be up. If I'm not completely off base by saying it's 15 minutes for the countdown. Maybe an hour one. Reboom, more units for pink, still committing to these longbows. It will work, but I don't see enough spears from him right now. And I think these top 2 players, with, of course, the trade cheese, which is totally fair and understandable that they would do that. You do what you need to do in order to win a game like this. Definitely have mastered the art of the stream in units as they get produced strategy. Let's check the pop cap for each of these players right now. Controversy at 123 out of 65, or 123 with 65 eco units. Just seems like he's really struggling to keep the resources going. I'm wondering why he only has 65 workers right now. Like, you want to see like 100 to 120 in a game like this, I think. I mean, just put him on farms. Like, I guess you're out of all resources. That's pretty much it. Okay, so then go traders. I don't know. That's my unsolicited 2 cents. David with the 200, 139 of which is workers and traders. The Tough Toast finally reaching Imperial Age. Yes, that's what you love to see. He's back, baby, and he's got a red palace. She the Distance, 182 with 80 economy. That's pretty good. That's not bad. And all trebuchet. Oh my gosh, pardon me. Excuse me. All trebuchets. The meat grinder was the turning point. How could Contra have beaten that? I'll tell you how he could have beaten it was to not fight that. Basically, a lot of this is about... A lot of this game, I mean, I don't want to sound like a know-it-all, but I've already crossed that bridge, so it's fine. A lot of this game is about choosing your battles, finding the most advantageous position to fight in, and walking up a hill or straight into a wall with a million elite crossbowmen and hand cannoneers on them. Not going to be the move. You want to wait for that siege to come out, knock that wall down, wait for those mangonels, just position things in as much of an advantage as you can get. But Controversy is bringing things back a little bit with the trade. Where were we? She the Distance. I just look back at this base every time and I just feel relaxed. Like, this is the game of age I want to see. Here we go. Just some buildings out here. We got just like a granary. We heard the bell. 3 minutes until Sacred Defeat. 54 minutes. So that's going to be, you know, do a little math. 57. 57 minutes even is when this game is over. Pretty quick. Pretty quick for a big game like this. The pressure is constant. Another Ram Ranch moves coming up. Contra not knowing how to pick his battles. Okay, I mean, I'm not going to go into that one, but... Anyways, yeah, She the Distance base, just a real nice spot to be in. I want to see those Trebs in action. We have our first aggressive army with Elite Horsemen. We got... Okay, pop cap for She the Distance as she's losing units and making more. Has more in the queue. This is a strong push from this team as they push together. David a little distracted on the other side. Swilly. Meanwhile, population, economy, 39, which is absolutely not what you want to see in a game at 55 minutes in. 27 military with 10k food in the bank. Okay. The Tough Toast, a little bit more of a reboom. 73 pop. Okay, this has definitely got to be the final push. We have Trebs, Clock Tower Trebs. We have Nest of Beasts getting focused down from the as I hide that just to get more of a cinematic view. As we go full on cinematic. All right, the front line has fallen. The Rams are irrelevant. We're working on the Trebs or on the castles. He's almost about to stand on the sacred site, but it's not quite there, and the reinforcements are not streaming in for these players as strongly as they have been for the blue and teal. And those Trebs are all going to go down. Not quite enough spears there to protect it. How do I get out of this view? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. How do I get out of cinematic view? Wait, is it in... There's definitely, as we pause to, like, catch our breath. That's what I'm doing right now. Catch our breath and recenter before we see the end of this game. I don't know. We're just gonna have to go for it. It's like Control U or something. Yeah. Oh, I'm a gamer god. Okay, there it is. David repairing that keep. 56 minutes, 57:35 on the clock. And this fight is not going well. This could be good for our red and purple team. I don't know. Let's continue with our audit of players. Klopp, 200 with 107 of that being economy. Pretty solid balance, and he has the resources to afford it. Earlier on in the game, you might expect to see a little over, like a little 120 on the eco, but right now, these French Knights, very efficient trades. Those hand cannoneers, very efficient trades. Squeaky pop cap, 97, 102. And lastly, Mamcap. Actually, it's struggling a little bit on the military reproduction side, but hey, it is what it is. Reproduction, yes, I said it. You heard it here first. Namcap rushing for the point. This is the first time any player has set foot on there. These two players are going for a Hail Mary as the last bit of this game plays out. The last bit of the Sacred Site timer. David with the insane amount of Elite Royal Knights cleans that up, and there's the game. Sacred Sites victory. And of course, obviously, clearly, the key point in that game was the trade from those two players. 75 traders each. The game ends just like that. We'll see if we get anybody in there. Defeat Annihilation. Nice one. We'll see if we get anybody in the chat to give us more of a rundown on that game. But
you threw at me earlier.
Oh man, look at these KDAs.
Look at my lost units, David.
My game is
Oh,
glitched
that
and I
is
cannot look at the
insane.
score.
That
This
is
is annoying.
crazy.
So
Wait,
that's where all the
your
resources.
KDA was really good. Oh wait, was oh no, okay, I thought I was
Mine
being
was
scored and killed. Yeah, you were throwing so many rams at me, I didn't know what to do. I was like, what's the counter to rams?
Dude, you guys in
That was
total
the
killed
point.
3,000 military units.
Yeah.
Nuts.
Or wait, is that just units in total?
Well, half of that is mine.
It's in total, but
About half of that is mine
Yeah,
dying.
true.
oh, man.
3,000. Wow.
I ran out of food. I had gold because of the relics, because
Alright.
I snuck across the water and got them.
I'll be honest, I think we could have taken Spencer if the game went on another 20 minutes.
I don't
That's why we went
know.
Sacred
Preston
Sites.
was like pretty much out of resources for like 20
Yeah, that's
minutes.
Preston's fault, man. I don't know.
I don't
Just-
think
It
you
would have
No,
came out of the pocket.
I made a comeback. I made a comeback on resources because I
like,
deleted vills and put more
There's
misery.
no like he has access to as many resources as you do late game, right?
I think you were at 4 relics,
wasn't-
right?
I had.
No, there was more
one-
than that. Let's see.
Like-
Economy.
Like I don't see in what world Preston's economy could possibly be
Yeah,
worse.
Preston,
than
you got
Spencer's.
6. I got 4.
Yeah,
Then,
Yeah, so he had
you
more
got
relics.
2,
He
then
had
David one.
food. He had farms under Aachen Chapel. Like
We were trading across the entire map. That was 100%.
I was getting 550 per run.
David, what happened at the beginning of this game with you? Like, where they
Oh,
push you?
Okay,
Oh,
so
alright.
I was gonna push you, Preston. And then I was scouting out Aloysius, and I noticed he made like 3 knights, and I was like, wait, am I about to get like raided? So I got a little worried and put a bunch of scouts all around his base to see what he was doing. And then I saw like, I was like, okay, I need to make knights and fight this because otherwise I'm gonna get like backdoored while I'm pushing somewhere else. So that's when I just changed my mind.
Yeah.
Aloysius
'Cause
did
I-
a pretty
I was,
good
to be
job,
honest,
at least
like,
to
I-
start with there.
well,
I was expecting a raid, so I was building up against it, and then it just got too big.
Yeah,
They
that's
got to
because
go
I was
really
2
fast.
TC.
Yeah. How'd you get 2?
So the build, I have 2 different builds that I really like on French, and one of them is really designed for 1v1s, and the other one is more team games. And my team games build almost always goes 2 town center.
Wait, can you get 2 before H3?
Yes.
What? Oh, shoot.
Yeah, I went
Yep.
triple TC for that.
Oh,
exact
I had the wooden stone. I just thought I had to be H3.
Oh
first.
no.
Shoot. I did not know that.
See, I feel like, I don't know, when I was fighting it, I was like, alright, this guy knows what he's doing, he just doesn't have the game knowledge.
Yeah, pretty much.
my entire
Guys,
plan. early
Stop
game-
helping him. He's gonna beat me in the next set if you keep helping him.
Oh.
It's true.
I'm already outclassed here.
Well,
He doesn't need
I mean,
extra game knowledge.
I'm fucked for the David game I gotta play. If he can 1v4, I'm pretty sure he can 1v1 just as easily.
I mean,
And
you
he
let him
1v4'd
build
a bunch of
75
babies,
traders.
Let's be honest.
I think I'm gonna. I don't know. I think I might just have to forfeit that game.
Well, you
We
just
came
have
with
to.
our sticks and stones, and he punished
Looking at
us
this map is
brutally.
making me want to cry.
You
dude.
came an hour and a half in and let him trade for 400 gold per trade for way too long.
It was 530 for sure.
Oh my
Or
gosh.
540.
I
Yes.
just went early troops to defend Preston, and because I wanted it to get to late game, but because English HRE pretty good, but
Well-
apparently that doesn't beat Turtle Sacred Sites when you have that much trade going on in the back too. So
Mm.
As soon as I saw you guys go into turtle mode, I was like, okay, I'm less concerned now. Like I saw the
I
walls
was
go
in
up, and I
turtle
was
mode
like,
the
okay.
first section of the game because I was like, I just want to chill and let Preston scale because I knew that's where he'd be strongest. And then he scaled, and then I guess wasn't the strongest. So not entirely sure what happened there.
I don't
but-
think we should have. Dude, look at the map, dude. I only have one way to push, 2 ways to push. It's through this shit right here. Which you just
Yeah.
park
No,
culverins
you have
on
more
top of
than
it.
that. You
No.
Would've been good
could
to
have
send,
pushed
like,
through the south
units
as well.
there,
I mean, you guys are just
Well, I had
getting
to
meat
push you where you're
grindered
going.
with the hand cannons on the walls. Like, just
Oh, dude, I was-
siege those down
I
before
was-
you move in,
Did you see
please.
the? Did you see my mangoes? I was microing my mangoes, and it was so glorious. You were losing so many units.
I saw
You just
you.
kept producing.
You
Like
got
we
some
wiped.
walls, yeah.
We must have wiped like 800 supply of your units, Spencer.
Well, I mean, we can
Minimum.
check that. The
Yeah, yeah.
statistics say
Mhm.
I lost
Yeah.
exactly 819 units total.
Yeah.
And
there you
you,
go.
that was
And
the
I
only
killed
place that you were
1,700.
fighting.
Well, okay. Did you have any other big fights in this game?
Not any
was it
big ones. It was
mostly-
mostly
David
outside
pretty
guys.
much had the south
So
side,
that,
yeah.
that
Yeah.
sounds about right.
He had all the static defense.
You
So
lost 800. Yeah.
Yeah, because Guildhall.
yeah.
Yeah. Freaking French apparently with the static defense. Okay. I just I'm trying not to.
Well, we were
Flame the hell out of
debating.
everyone.
It was just
We
the
were
free
debating
trade.
on
Yeah, it
whether-
was just the free trade that made the difference there.
Yeah, and
Yep.
unfortunately, we couldn't have done anything about that as we are on the other side of the map.
You
How
could have.
open the bottom
I mean, you
is,
were next
dude.
to each
I
other.
could have. What
So-
could I
so-
have done?
So
Spencer?
what
What could I have done? Shipped units across the water through David's base, through your base to
No.
back. What could Preston have done? Pushed through
Okay,
to
okay.
get to it? What
I
could I
can
have
hear
done?
you
Maybe
getting
gone
angry.
through the bottom through. Oh nope, there's everybody
Okay.
else and their mom down there, and then like push up.
Can't
to
believe
you.
Christo
I'm not
tried to
gonna-
ram ranch you at the beginning too. That was such a crazy
Yeah, that
move.
was funny.
I was
Uh,
like, is
Ram
this
Ranch
guy...
is hilarious, by the way. I've never seen that before. I've never seen that many Rams before.
That was quite a few.
I mean, David did a very good job of establishing his boundaries in the beginning of the game. I was trying to poke him a little bit, but couldn't really get in.
I mean,
Oh,
I
your
guess-
knights?
how does this game work? This is elimination based, so like
Yeah, so
some teams move
again,
on,
I'm
some don't.
and not totally sure on whether we'll have another game. It depends on if the remaining
okay.
2 players actually want to play. But if we do, the bottom 2 scorers will be knocked out of this one, which is Swilly and Aloysian. So
Unfortunate.
Oh, that's so unfortunate, Alice. I feel like, oh man, you played so well, but
I know he did
I was
too. Yeah.
trying.
Where
I
was
I mean, at least
Aloysian?
I
Was he
survived for
French?
the end.
Was he French? I don't
yeah, he
see
was
Yeah.
French. It was
Where
French
was
v
he?
French, and we had equal knight numbers until my eco came online, and then it was just
Alright.
unfair.
Hey, are we stuck with these teams now, or do we get
No.
to reroll
No,
teams?
no,
for the
it
next
No,
one?
they
Yes,
can
yes,
change.
we're stuck with these teams.
Shut up, Spencer. Got
Hey, if they
carried.
want to team again, they're allowed to. But
Jesus, okay.
I did not like this map at all.
Getting my flame out.
it
No,
was a weird one.
oddly
All
up.
the maps that we were loading up were just so mountainous.
Yeah,
Is that
I don't
just
know.
the
It's mega
AOE4
random, right?
thing, or
Mega
David,
Random can give you
I'm-
some flat maps too, but it's a
I
little
really
interesting.
don't like this map.
This makes it difficult when there's a body of water in the middle. It always is an issue.
Yeah, that's true. It really just forced the round
It-
robin.
It immediately gives the best players an advantage.
Interesting.
What?
I mean, I guess because then you're only
No, he's
fighting
got a
on 2
point.
fronts
No, I
anytime.
agree.
So
Then
you're
you can't get
basically
ganged up on.
1v1ing every fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't gang up.
The most you get is a 1v2, which Spencer experienced on the north.
Wait, Spencer, are you watching my stream?
Yeah,
What is going on here?
That's so.
it
I don't
janked
see
out. You
anything
can walk
wrong.
through there.
Oh, could you? Oh no.
What in the world?
You see in that
Sure.
square on the water, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, the wall
Oh, it's
there.
just a
Okay.
square, it's also quite odd.
I had one going on down here
Yeah.
at some point. Like, can I put a gate in this?
Well,
Probably.
you guys could have punched through down here, and you could have punched through down here. If you had punched through back here and you had gone raiding, that would have been a huge
Yeah,
problem for me.
Rating
Wait,
would have
wait.
been good.
So Spencer, are you watching my stream
The
still?
bottom one would have been a.
This
There was an
is
even
harder to
smaller choke
push.
point.
This is harder to push than this.
Well, not push,
Because-
Oh,
but
it isn't.
raid. He's saying.
You break through that in like 5 treb shots, and then
But
you're home
look-
free.
Look, I have the low ground though, unless I put.
Your trebs are long range.
Oh, I think I
You
was. the
can
one
be
that
out of
tried.
there. You can sit on the ridge way behind.
Preston, his first siege units into you were culverts, and I was like, oh no.
Well, it
Mangonels
was,
can't attack walls, Preston.
I was
Wow.
looking for his mangonels with them and the
don't think-
trebs.
I don't. Yeah, he had Trebs early. I don't think he had Mangonels until later. Because I remember pointing out, like, wait, he doesn't have Mangonels, he's trolling attack.
He had one Rebaldequin very early on.
I did. Yes.
Well, he only went mangoes because I went spearman.
No, I went
he
mangoes.
went
because I was
mangoes
getting
'cause
pushed
it-
by 2.
Yeah, yeah. And they
Yeah,
are necessary,
AoE.
hence why I went counter Mangoes and gave us even a chance.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, he took out a lot of
I
hand
built-
cannons on the walls.
I built Knights for run bys, I built Mangoes and target, like, it took you a while to split stuff, like,
Hey, this is the first
Oh,
time I'm
man.
seeing the chat, by the way, and it's awesome.
Wait, you can see chat?
Well, I'm looking at the
Oh.
stream. Nice deer you have there. Oh man, good stuff.
It- I
I was
Go ahead.
I don't. Well, I don't understand why the gods are being capricious this game, but Preston,
Yes.
you were next to me every single game.
yeah, you were.
Oh,
that
man.
is
Yeah,
true.
I know,
was
right?
unfortunate.
But, yeah, you didn't push him early, which was good for me. I
The
mean,
one
I guess
the-
I could have scaled faster, but I went for an early army just because I was worried Preston would get pushed.
I
The
mean,
one-
Caleb,
the
you
one
had
person-
a shit ton of res at the end. I don't know, you just weren't spending it.
the it
Yeah.
puts me next to
I
the
was
one person who actually
sending-
builds units to counter me
I was,
effectively.
well, I mean, him or David, or I guess me, although I haven't played tonight.
Arbs still don't trade well into
I mean, just
HRE
Mangonels.
minute arms.
Mhm.
Yeah, but with David,
Just
I don't have to
Mangonels.
worry about. Yeah, there's certain things I don't have to worry about with David that I do with Spencer.
How was the south of the map, by the way? Was there fighting? I never saw the south.
I
or the
was kind of
southeast.
just chilling.
Hey, She
in
the
bottom
Distance had the
corner.
most relaxing base I could imagine. It was
It
amazing.
was delightful. Had a
They
great
fought like
time.
one time over a gold pile, and that was it.
Yeah.
I essentially
I
saw
was-
you
no,
pushing.
I was sending units up to the center of the map to try to help with
Okay.
the sacred
I
sites.
I
I
appreciate
was
that.
involving myself somewhat,
Less angry with you now.
but I was kind of just down there.
She had some big treb plays.
Mm.
Yeah.
The Rams make an excellent front line for trebs.
Yeah.
Oh, were
we
those
sent in
Rams?
some fun ram
Yeah.
treb combos.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Siege
I
only
pulled
gang
knights.
over here.
I pulled knights just to deal with those trebs because they were so annoying. They killed like 3 keeps.
Yeah. No, it was great. And then I had
No,
my,
it wasn't as bad. Go away.
I had my swarms of bees, my special Chinese unit for
Mhm.
infantry.
Yeah, those are really good.
It was great. I had fun.
I will say I was floating res at the end because I just had, I think, a lot of resource production. Also, I was spamming food and gold to Preston because he was complaining that he was out of it. And
I mean,
also
there's a
I
lot to
had-
deal with. at the
I
end,
also
yeah.
had to rebuild like most of my production over closer to him because we ended up fighting through him as
Yeah.
well. I
That's
could have,
fair.
I definitely could have built more troops, but I was more concerned with just micromanaging.
That guild hall. Oh my
Anyways,
god.
Yeah, this stone guild hall, I can
Alright.
see exactly where it happens.
Before anybody leaves too fast, does anyone want to play their game, their full bracket set right now? We have Namcap versus David, I think, and also Swilly versus Klopp. If either of you are down to play right now. Otherwise, I'll just have to harangue you later in DMs.
Going for a big third place.
I need to go to bed, so I can't right now, but I can play tomorrow, Seth.
I think Seth
Oh,
fell
I'm free
asleep.
tomorrow night.
You're good for
I might just
tomorrow night.
surrender, honestly.
No.
No,
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 no.
play.
Just play one. I mean, it'll take.
Okay,
Come
I'll-
on, it'll
I'll
take
play
15
tomorrow.
minutes. It's fine.
It's gonna be two 15-minute games.
Seth,
Easy.
I'll play tomorrow. I'll play tomorrow.
Seth gets to
Nice.
ban Abbasid, English, and what's the other one Spencer plays, David?
HRE.
HRE, yeah. There you go. Spencer has to play. Spencer has to play
Mullins.
Mongols. No, Mongols. 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 'Cause we know how he feels about that.
Oh no. Caleb, any thoughts?
I don't know if I would survive another game tonight.
That's fair. That was a big grindy game.
I'm always down to play whenever. So
Are you free
Yeah.
tomorrow?
whatever you want.
I
I'm down tomorrow. Yeah.
yeah, I mean yeah, for sure. I think tomorrow would work. I'm just trying to think.
I'm down today as well, but if tomorrow's fine.
Yeah. Okay. We could play game 1 tonight.
Oh.
Can I cast this? Can I
Just
cast
one
with you,
game?
Tyler?
Yeah, you're welcome to.
Minimum.
By the way, Caleb.
Minimum, okay.
Night.
Caleb,
Yeah.
I didn't
Night,
get to say
Spencer.
anything, but you telling me to intent to Spencer didn't help. I think we should have gone for map control. I think we were just rushing to. I think I should have played that. We should have played that more methodically because I want to defend under Elzebok while getting map control. I don't want to
Right, but
shove.
we weren't defending. We were on the offense.
Yeah, but inting expensive HRE man at arms and Lench Nikes into hand cannoneers and mangonels is not the way I wanted to play that.
Okay. Well,
I mean,
Just
Spencer
for
doing
future
that with
reference.
the units.
it was an
I mean,
interesting
You
Elsbach
can
positioning.
feel free
too.
to. I mean,
No, because I want him to int into my Elzebok while I'm fighting under it.
well,
and sustain.
Yeah, but he's
HRE
just gonna.
sustain.
You saw he had Springles and Seed. Like he was just going to knock down your keep and then fight you.
I
It
mean, you
was
have to
better-
like, you have
Like,
to like.
when I was telling you to go in, it was because we were at an advantageous position. When I said go in, he was like front lining with freaking like Springles and hand cannons. Like his micro was like obviously directed elsewhere. Like those were many of those were good fights. I think you definitely were, you know,
I'm being
food
honest,
for the
Caleb.
slaughter.
Caleb,
up
I
against
think
the wall, though.
I think it wasn't a skill issue. I think this was a trade issue because look at what we were getting with trade. I was getting
Yeah.
we were getting
Well,
88
no,
gold,
I mean,
and they were
yeah.
getting 250.
The eco as a whole.
Yeah, so I had
540.
I had
Oh,
like I had like 25 traders and I was getting 80 gold from them. That's
I think
the issue.
you guys definitely could have
Oh, yeah.
won that fight against Spencer if you had been able to
Oh, yeah.
sustain the
Just
unit
with more
production.
time.
But the
Well, that's
eco
the
is
thing.
definitely the difference.
Yeah. I was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not a
Yep,
skill
I'd-
problem right there.
Well, that's macro, which is also a skill, I'd say. But
Yeah,
the trade.
it's different.
like,
It's different.
I don't know how we're gonna do better with trade there. Maybe trade on the water. We probably should have swapped to trade.
I mean,
on
I
the
was
water.
surprised to see like 3 fishing ships in the entire game there from anybody.
Yeah, that would have been good for you were low
I
on
had
food.
8.
I didn't
English
know.
chickens
Okay,
are terrible.
okay. It was 8.
English
It was
chickens
8.
I wasn't near the water, so.
Tyler,
I had
the
like-
reason
Yeah.
the reason
Yeah,
I
that's
didn't
true,
go
I guess. The water was a little off center.
the reason I didn't go for fishing ships was I didn't realize how big the body of water was. 1, 2, I didn't know
Oh.
where Spencer and David was, and I didn't want to get surprised by my fishing ships getting killed.
Okay. One other thing
We saw
was
the entire body.
every single English player went like defensive Windguard. Or what was the third age one? White Tower? Defensive White Tower. I'm
Tower.
curious about that meta.
Oh, yeah, that's a good. That's a fair point. I went it again because I was trying to like super secure early game in case we got pushed because my entire plan was just to survive until late game.
Okay. Yeah.
So I mean, technically, that
not a
part
fan
of
of-
the plan worked.
We also kind of got screwed by Sacred Site positioning.
Well, unfortunately, yeah, I guess that's kind of true in a number of ways. First of all, like we were probably the second strongest team, and it would have been great if we had easier access to attack the sacred sites. So in that
Sure.
respect, yeah, we really
Yeah.
didn't have any surface area on it.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it all comes down to reading the map and acting at the right time. But anyways, that over with. Let's get into the next one. Yeah?
GG's.
GG's.